nailed it.
No, you didn't. You need to get better
Welcome
at
back.
that.
Shut up. Welcome back to Tmatj, episode 14. In the house, 14.
I would like to say that
That is the correct number,
me,
right?
Yeah, he always asks me before we record what episode it is.
I
Don't
can't
think
remember.
he remembers.
I can't remember my own age.
How old are you again?
I'm pretty good with remembering my own phone number, and that's it. I remember when I was a kid, I could remember phone numbers like fucking like dad's number. Oh, got it.
I still remember
friends, home numbers. I still remember home numbers that I had to remember when I was a kid before like cell phones.
Yeah,
like when you had to ring people's houses. Remember that,
dude? I remember.
Were you alive then? Maybe, but I remember those numbers. But I can't remember phone numbers.
I remember my number now after like trial and error, like just because you have to use it. Like,
Yeah,
you
I remember
so
mine.
much. Yeah,
but I can't remember Andrea's. I can't remember yours.
No, not why. Why? There's no reason to though.
I don't know. Some people are just good remembering numbers.
Imagine you get lost somewhere with no phone. Like, I need to call Andrea. Just click Andrea. Like, I don't have Andrea. Like, I don't know. Like, how you gonna call her? You don't know her number.
Yeah, I should really probably try and remember
Like a number.
important numbers.
Yeah. One. But I remember like my next door neighbors' numbers, like these two kids, Alex and Dylan, used to play with all the time. 836-5513. Like, because I'd always be like, hey boys, let's go play baseball. Like, it would just be a thing. Still remember to this day.
Yeah, I remember like
5629.
My buddy Simon, who lived down the road, 402-506, 01803-402-506.
I call bullshit. You didn't have a friend.
That was the Ballinger's house number. Simon Ballinger's house number.
I don't think you have any friends, so I think you made that up.
I didn't fucking make it up. That was when I was like 8. Or something like that. I remember that, but I can't remember now. I can't remember what episode we're on, and we're not even into the 20s.
No, I know it because I do all the editing and stuff, so I always see like, I just see it all the time, so I can just remember.
Yeah, I think that's why, because I don't do the editing anymore.
So you just kind of and we took like a week off too, so that
plus a week off. We had a week off because Travis is a little pussy.
Yeah,
and he had a sore tooth or something like that, and I need a week off. I can't speak. I can't open my mouth.
I didn't brush my teeth for 4 days. Legitimately,
that's gross.
It is gross because I brush my teeth twice a day, every day.
So go on and explain why you wanted a week off.
I had to get my wisdom teeth removed. I had 2 removed before.
Don't you need a little wisdom before you get grown?
But yeah, I had an impacted one, which if anyone ever had their wisdom teeth removed, impacted just means teeth grow this way, tooth grew this way, so impacting the teeth. Had to get it removed. Spent like, how much you think it was? Just curious. Have you ever had any dental work done in China?
I know people who have. They say it's super cheap.
Yeah, I went to a really nice place though.
How many teeth did you have? 2 wisdom teeth.
2 removed on my right side this time, and it was like
2
normal.
wisdom teeth on average. So up the top and the bottom.
Yeah, that's how teeth work. Yes.
I mean, like your wisdom teeth.
Yeah, top tooth came in normally, but if you remove the bottom one, the top one it just keeps growing. Like a beaver, like they need to chew wood to stop their teeth from growing. I'm not sure if you knew that. So my tooth will just keep growing like into my bottom gum. So they need to remove it as well.
We should have called you the beaver and the juice, not the moose and the juice.
Well, it's
a more fitting animal as well. Just like a little furry fucking.
It's more Canadian.
Annoying thing that just like.
It's not annoying. It's actually they are annoying. Actually, yeah, you're right because they stop rivers and stuff. Anyway, how much do you think it cost?
1,000 kwai, 1,000 RMB, which is about. What's that? $150?
$200 Canadian. $200 Canadian.
200 Canadian dollars.
It was like $2,250 for both. So like basically 1,000 a tooth.
1,000 a tooth.
Yeah. Plus like a little bit, like whatever that math is.
That sounds expensive.
Because I went to a really nice place. But here's the story: when I got these 2 removed,
don't you have any like parents that are?
Well, I would have got it done for free back in Canada.
Like, half of my parents are doctors and dentists and shit like that. If I ever have problems or anything, I'm just like, which one of my students has got a fucking mum as a doctor or a dentist? Yeah,
I did, but I couldn't wait.
Hook me up with a fucking...
I couldn't wait.
Did I fuck this on? In Thailand. I don't know if you can see it.
A little bit, yeah.
Like...
Chipped it or something, right?
Yeah, I was at fucking... What restaurant was it? Some American food, like ribs and fried chicken, the typical giant American combo meal. Like, it was disgusting.
Disgustingly good.
Way overpriced. I can't remember what it was called now. God damn it.
Either way, that's the point.
It was a name.
Like John's Steakhouse or something.
Yeah, but like it's a chain.
Oh, maybe so. I would know it.
Tony Roma's. Tony Roma.
That's a football player. I don't know if he has a restaurant chain.
Tony Roma. I'm sure it's Tony Roma.
I'm pretty sure that was a quarterback for the fucking Cowboys at one point.
I'm sure it's something like that.
It could be as well.
Maybe he's got a chain of restaurants.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
But yeah, it was in there, and I was chewing away on some ribs and like soft bits of meat. It was really weird.
You don't need the bones, right?
Maybe I just got like a bit of gristle in the wrong way or something. I don't know. And,
you probably had a
then all of a sudden I was like, oh. I put my tongue there and I thought, oh, I've got something stuck in my tooth. And I realised, oh wait, half of my tooth is missing. One of the big ones. Like it's just like half of it is broken off. Doesn't hurt. It's not sensitive. I just have like a sharp edge where it's snapped off.
I can see it. Yeah, when you pulled it.
And that's it. But it's been like
almost a month. No
damage. Like almost a month. No, not sensitive to like super cold water or anything. Weird. So I figure, well, fuck it, just leave it until it starts hurting, then I'll get it removed.
Well, that's what I did with these two teeth.
Or I'll call up one of these parents and say, yo, give me a nice ding ding golden tooth there or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do too, but I couldn't wait. The girl's like, oh, I can get you in on Tuesday. And it was already hurting me on like Monday, and it was getting gradually worse every day. And like by like Friday, I was like, I need to get done now. I can't come to work like Saturday, Sunday. But then I was like, I can't fuck over them that bad. So I worked Saturday, and then I was like, Sunday at lunchtime. Like I'll work, till lunchtime Sunday. I can't give you any more. I needed to get it done, and I got it done. Or I could have got it cheaper if I would have waited till Tuesday, but fuck that. And then we couldn't do the podcast. I thought it'd be fine.
So how long were you out of action for? How long couldn't you speak?
I got it done Sunday afternoon, and I didn't speak at all till Wednesday evening.
So 3 solid days.
And when I was like speaking, it was like this. Like I wasn't really pronouncing stuff. It was really bad.
The most peaceful 3 days of my entire life. It was bliss.
It was, but the thing is, it took me at a commission, man. When I had like,
it's weird how much it affected, because you were like, oh, I'm dying, dude. I'm fucking dying. I just had teeth removed and I'm dying.
I didn't say I was dying.
Well, you were pretty dramatic for a fucking tooth.
It took like. It zapped me. Like I told Arena.
Why? I wonder if they gave you like the wrong fucking anesthesia or something.
Because when I got these two done, which by the way,
I've had a tooth taken out before and I was good the next day.
This one wasn't infected and was wrapped in a nerve and shit. And they're like, this is actually like kind of a serious one. And I was like, oh fuck. So I got this one removed. $6,000 by the way. $3,000 a tooth. They shafted me by the way. So getting this one done for $22. It's like fuck yeah.
You got the others done in China as well.
Yeah, but they like
fucking look after your teeth,
me.
Bro.
What? They're wisdom teeth.
What are you eating?
They're wisdom teeth. You just get them removed.
Why? Mine are fine.
Well, I know. Like 40-year-old people didn't even get them come in yet, but sometimes like 10-year-olds they get them come in. It's just a genetics thing.
Yeah, mine are like halfway through.
See, this one was halfway through. I think it's because
like for some people, there's only so much wisdom that you can really take on board.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with wisdom.
And then some people, it's just an ever flowing fountain of wisdom, so they never really fully grow.
So did you read that somewhere? Because there's no way you know from personal experience.
Well, if you had enough wisdom, you would know.
Wow.
It's a wisdom thing. Don't take it personally.
Maybe, but either way,
that's why we didn't do an episode last week. So we had a week off. To be honest, actually, it was quite nice to have a week off because I had so much shit to catch up on, and yeah, I needed a day off.
For sure.
I needed a day off just to catch up on a little bit of computer work and just lay down and do jack shit and let my body recover.
But I should have did more like for example, podcast stuff. Because when I got this one removed, bro, like it just hurt. I couldn't talk, but I was like, I still did stuff. You know what I mean? Like I still went to the store and stuff. But when I got this one done, it was an easier procedure. Just zapped me, man. Zapped my like energy. Even playing, like even getting up to go play like a video game, I was like, I don't want to get up. Like I didn't want to get up right now. I just had no energy. Didn't eat anything. Actually, I had some ice cream for sure. I had like a McFlurry, 2 McFlurries over like 3 days. That's like eating a little bit of ice cream. No solid food at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
super healthy.
Rough. Dude, I couldn't do anything. I had one protein shake, but it was just sucking on the straw.
Blend up some chicken and eggs and shit.
Fuck, that sounded gross.
Yeah, but
doing that was too much. Getting up and doing my protein shake was like a lot of work. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Like that's dude,
all from getting a tooth removed. 2
teeth, and yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know. But I'm back to normal, which is great.
Teaspoon of cement, brother. You need a teaspoon of cement.
Some of my stitches are coming out now, though, which is nice. You can still see them. They're all black and shit.
What?
You can see my stitches. Okay.
I see nothing. I think you're lying. I don't think you had anything done.
You know one thing about it? I feel like I have so much mobility. Like there's like legit. There's no teeth there. Imagine getting your 2 teeth removed right now. You just have so much more room in your mouth. And I feel lighter.
It's not. That doesn't affect the movement of your jaw, does it?
For sure, dude. Like when this one was coming in, I couldn't even do this, like all the way this way.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Because they're in your gums right now.
This is gonna be a thumbnail where we're just both going
Like crawl.
Look at these guys gurning,
do that
gurning on fucking screen, just fucking. I've had a couple of nights out like that before.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
This is so much fun.
Hey, do me a favor. Try to do this. Try to put your hands in like this. Your elbows.
Inside the chair?
Yeah, try. Because for me, I look real snug. I want to see if you can do it. I just imagine like the chair breaking, like the two arms just fucking going through.
I want to try and...
Don't, please. Because I want to do an episode. And you're paying for it. If you break it, you pay for it.
This is not a comfortable way to sit.
See, it's not comfortable for me, bro. So I couldn't imagine.
I'm not doing it.
No, that's what
I'm already wearing normal shorts this week.
Yeah.
Normal length shorts, just because people were complaining about my fucking...
my brother being one of them.
My awesome shorts.
Please. He switched to the audio
But even like good close friends and stuff were like, it's too much, man. Those tiny little yellow things, it's just like underwear. It's too much. And I'm like, come on. It's just like showing off a little leg and a little package.
I get you. I make fun of you for it, but I don't really care.
But I just got to roll these up a little bit just to see a little bit of oosh quad action.
If people legit hate on you for the short shorts, I think they're just uncomfortable with their own sexuality and they need to get themselves checked out. Just saying.
You just got called out.
Aaron's legs are doing something to your brain you don't like. Like, I like it for some reason. Take them off. Or keep them on, I guess.
Maybe. They're doing something to my brain, pissing me off.
What?
I've got so much baby fat on my legs, it's like... really stubborn, so I'm not really seeing much like separation in my legs. So when I do like progress pictures and stuff and like posing, they're not popping as much as I would like.
Dude, you're still like 9 weeks out though.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time, but like up top, I'm like really vascular and not holding any fat.
Yeah, you did tighten up quite a bit, even when.
But my legs are still quite a bit of fat, baby fat, so they're not. I can't see as much separation. But then my legs are lagging from the whole year out, basically, from the surgery. So I don't want to keep coming back to the surgery as an excuse, but they've caught up really well. But I still, to me, notice that I'm a year behind in my legs.
I get you.
So more frequency.
I think it's
more leg frequency soon.
If I had to guess, it's just because he doesn't train legs hard enough. So like, I think that's
the big issue. You see my fucking leg days.
I know. I couldn't walk for like
They're brutal.
Like legitimately. The only thing I can compare it to is one leg day I had when I didn't know what the gym was. I was just like a chubby little kid, and I went. My friend's like, "I'm gonna make you cry," and I was like, "Okay." Didn't really know what he meant. That was like a joke, and he was like,
"Oh no, you're gonna throw up and you're gonna cry."
I threw up in my mouth, and then he's like, "No, let's go to the bathroom."
It's even harder now. I think I've changed it again. Now I'm on a different training program now. Trying to keep my strength up, trying to be as strong as possible, and that's the numbers. That's kind of the best way, I think, for you to track your progress is log your weights, what weights you're lifting, and for how many reps, depending on what your plan is and your targets. And each week, try and beat that rep
something.
Number. Try and beat something. But I'm training now like my prep coach Steve and a lot of the people that I've followed, and there's so many people online, and there's so many coaches out there, and so many training programs. There's one style which I've always has been like my go-to foundation, and that's that hardcore, intense, heavy, lowish volume Dorian Yates kind of training.
So what do you mean though? Just like a warm-up set and heavy as fuck?
Heavy as fuck for 6 to 8 reps-ish sort of range. And for me, and now what I'm doing now is I'm doing, say, 2, maybe 3 warm-up sets, depending on how much I need. And those warm-up sets would be just to feel the weight, get an idea for, okay, that's like 4 or 5 reps. That felt pretty good. I can go up another 10 kilos, 4 or 5 reps, and to the point where you're like, okay, this is going to be tough to finish 6 to 8 reps. And then I would do a working set with that weight. So I only do 1 working set per muscle group, per exercise.
But you're fucking killing it.
But with absolutely everything.
See, that's, I think, a good way to do it if you do it properly.
Yeah, and it's all about super slow negatives. You know, we can add in things like static holds and things like that as well. So it's all about time under tension. hard, like everything into that one set. But what that makes it easier to do, it makes it easier to actually track your workouts because you've only got to record one set.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
guess,
like, okay, so I did dumbbell, like inclined dumbbell press or something like that
for like 7
like,
of
so like
what?
50 kg dumbbells for 7 or something like that, whatever it might be. Now I know just next week that's the only number I've got to look at and beat it.
So what, you
And
just
that
warm
goes
up
with-
till that and then
Yeah,
beat
everything before that is
That
just
is super
warm-ups
simple.
and feeling it. But sometimes I do throw in the option of like a back-off set. So I would do that, and then...
Okay, what do you mean a back off set?
So
Like after
let
you're
me
done?
explain and I'll tell
But
you.
after?
After. So you do your working set, then you do one more, which would be a back off set. And you usually take off like 10 to 20% of the weight and then do another set till failure. So you take off 10 to 20% of the weight and aim for the same
Of
amount
that max.
of that max and aim for the same repetitions and just do what you can till failure. And this
burn
will
yourself
just
out.
like when you've taken that muscle for that exercise to absolute mechanical failure, then to do another set after that, your body will recruit every fucking muscle fiber possible to perform that set. So it just
Get you.
gives you a little extra there if necessary. Most of the time I don't need to do that. I feel like four exercises, maybe 5 per muscle group, and then one working
5
set,
seems like a good number.
one working set per exercise. Couple of warm-up sets for that, and I'll start every workout with like a bit of a dynamic warm-up. And
Do you do like when you said the warm up sets? Do you do kind of like that thing that we did together? I never did it before. I've seen it online, but like the fives thing where you do a weight for like 5, up it that weight for 5 till you find like a certain weight where you're like that's a lot. That you can do like 5, maybe a little more. Is that what you mean, or do you just do?
yeah, that's what I just
Okay.
basically what I just
The same
explained.
5. Cool. No, but when you say like warm up, you know what I mean? Like that might not be.
Yeah, no,
Common
it's
knowledge,
this.
you
Say
know?
it's a warm-up. It's I call it like my coach
Like
calls
your
them.
warm-up is different
My
than
coach
what
Steve calls
people
them
think.
feeler sets, just to feel the weight, just so you can feel like you're getting close to that working set. But once you have all these things logged, you know, after a week of doing your plan, then you know, okay, my working set weight was 50 kilos for 7. Okay, so now this week I'm going to do 55s or 52.5s, or I'm going to do 50 kilos for 8. So you either beat the reps or you beat the weight. So that's one way to guarantee progression. So that's basically 100% guaranteeing progressive overload and hypertrophy and muscle gain. So it's most people
you basically need to keep
don't
track of
track their fucking workouts, and
Yeah.
you're missing out on so much potential progress
For sure.
for
And
the
that's
sake
something
of
that
just
I'm
writing.
definitely
And there's
lacking.
apps for it now. You can just type it into apps. I write it
Every
down.
phone has a notepad.
I just write it down in a book because it's easier. I don't like getting my phone out all the time.
Yeah, because you get your phone out, then you see Andrea called you, and you're like, I need to
all
call
that
her
shit,
back,
yeah.
and then you see another message from another buddy, and you're like, okay, and then all of a sudden you take 6 minutes out of your workout.
And everyone wants to send messages when I'm in the fucking gym. It always seems to work out that way. It's super annoying. But never mind. So yeah, that's pretty much how
And that's what
my...
happens when you're in the gym all the time. You know, it just seems like everyone's always bothering you.
As soon as I get into the gym, it seems like that's when the messages come
for
flooding in.
sure,
And
because that's
it's
the
like-
one time you don't want them.
Yeah.
I get you. You know what I noticed actually? You know when like you're, well, you probably don't remember because you're fucking doing it for so long. But I remember in the beginning, I'm throwing out random numbers. Say you grab the 20 kg dumbbell. And say that's super heavy for you. Like you're like, wow, this feels like super heavy. I could never like bicep curl that. And then say like after so long, you go up and then you grab the 20. You're like, oh, it's not as heavy anymore. And then like you feel it get lighter because you're stronger now. But I've noticed. So now, say I'm doing like incline dumbbell press, right? The 26s still feel just as heavy as they always were. But now I could just do more with them. Like when I get them up, I can do like more. I'm stronger. I can do more reps. But when I grab the physical weight, it doesn't feel any lighter. I'm like, it still feels heavy. Like getting it to like my leg and fucking like this is fucking a lot. But then when I get it up, it feels lighter. Do you know what I mean at all?
Nope.
Oh,
Fucking weirdo.
I don't know why. It seems like now at the weights I'm doing, everything still feels just
You might
as
just
heavy.
be picking weights up wrong. Well, you're probably just making it harder for yourself, you know?
I don't know. How do you pick up a weight wrong? With my foot?
That's
Fucking-
how
I don't
most,
kick it out to my
that's how
hand.
most people fucking injure themselves.
True,
Like,
yeah.
picking up weights like at silly angles, like not breathing.
I'll
in
do
places.
that sometimes.
And they'll pick up like a 20 and be like, oh, something just went.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Like, rather than like if I can bench press fucking 90s.
and not thinking, yeah.
but then you pick up a 20 wrong, and that's what will twink. Oh, something just went.
For sure.
You know, that's so. Whenever you pick stuff up,
I always deadlift the dumbbells
twice.
if I have to. Like I always get down on and I like think about like lifting.
Yeah,
with my
deadlift them.
legs.
Just be safe. Just take a big deep breath and breathe and brace.
I just don't want to
support
hurt
your
myself.
lumbar spine and all that. But yeah, basically that's what my workout program is consistent of right now. It's all about strength and the perfect sort of sweet spot for me for strength and hypertrophy, so I can keep building muscle and stay strong. Now, as soon as I notice that my lifts are dropping, like strength or rep range, then I know, okay, something needs to adjust. But
I guess you'd notice that
it's
in your diet
kind
too,
of expected a little bit as I'm going to be dieting harder and harder towards the competition. So it will be a good indicator of how much I'm getting depleted throughout the weeks as my diet changes. So it's a perfect indicator for my diet and for my training progress. So
That's good.
Log your workouts.
Yeah.
But as far as the actual training style itself, like doing that one all-out working set, it's all based around they're called the dog crap style of training.
The dog crap.
Dog crap, yeah. And it was created by a guy called Tmatj.
I was gonna say, was it like John Dog crap?
He kind of created this style of training, and there's lots of different versions of it, but the foundations are pretty much there. And there's a guy I really like, a British guy called Jordan Peters. He's pretty much my go-to guy as far as if I'm going to watch someone online and listen to someone, it's Jordan Peters or it's my coach Steve. And they're like my information like go-tos. If I'm not sure about something, or if I've watched something somewhere else, or I'm like, I'm not sure about that info.
That doesn't sound
This
factual.
is interesting, but is it really like, if I'll just message Steve
Some
or
of the stuff's
I'll
contradicting,
message
yeah.
Jordan, or but obviously he's a busy guy, but he's got a website which is really good, trainedbyjp.com, and there's everything he's ever written and talked about and done, and is all
website?
on there. Yeah, it's really a great
dope.
source of info. And then obviously my coach Steve is like, I message him anything, anytime, and he's like, instant reply. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, and I don't need to ask that question anymore. It's so nice having good sources of information like on hand so fast. Like people say, oh, do you really need a coach? Like, you've been doing this a long time, you know your shit. Do you really need a coach? I'm like, 100% yes.
Well, you're in new waters too. Like I don't think people understand like
There's so
the
much
difference between you and like a professional bodybuilder. Like, hey, you're both big. Like that's all they see probably. They really, it's like anything. You don't really know how much you don't know until you start learning about it. So I think at first glance, like when people saw the pictures of you in Thailand and stuff, like, oh man, you look like the same as them.
Well, it's no
But
different
you don't.
than
Like there's differences.
doctors
right?
and surgeons. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
they're
Like
going to
specialists.
they ask their other doctor and surgeon friends for advice and second opinions.
That's
now,
a good
I'm nowhere
example.
near. I'm not on the level that these guys like Jordan and Steve and that are on, and the Dorian Yateses of the world. Like, they've been doing it longer. Simple as that. So they know more and they've studied more. But I study my ass off on this shit. But they just give me an outlet where I can double check these things and double check info, or get directed to good sources of information that I really need right then and there through Steve, and it's super easy. So that's why I have a coach, and also for contest prep is a whole different style of coaching.
Exactly.
And I like to be held accountable by someone, and I like to have someone I can go to because it's tough. So like, it's been awesome so far, like learning a lot of really cool shit.
Yeah, it's your first time doing
And it's
it
nice
too.
to have this coach who strongly believes in the style of training that I've always done. So I don't have to
You're cuffing the same cloth,
try
so to speak.
something new that I'm not really sure on, and then have to have someone convince me that it's going to work, and then have to do extra studying on why. I mean, most styles of training I know about and I know how it works. But this saves a lot of time.
So would you think like some of these like people with their pro, like not everybody with their pro card, for example, but a lot of these bigger people that maybe have won a Mr. Olympia or like won like what is like Mr. Universe, a bunch of these competitions, right? I don't know.
It's hundreds and
But
hundreds.
like people that had been winning and have like a good resume, for example, they would still be using coaches as well, right? They still have their teams and whatnot.
Yeah,
Just like a UFC
most
fighter.
of them will have a coach in the gym or a training partner. someone that just trains with them to help them push them. They'll know their training styles and how they want to train. And they'll 99% of the time, most of them will have a nutritionist, like a coach who just does their food.
I guess, yeah.
And a good nutritionist will, just basically do their food plans for them, depending on how they're performing, what they're looking like. They'll try and make your diet plan to fit your training so they complement each other and get the best results.
Yeah, overall just help you with anything you need, of course. You know what blows my mind?
For bodybuilding and stuff like that, it's totally necessary. For people just getting into the fitness world, I think it's totally necessary to learn.
Yeah.
To skip all the bullshit, skip the fucking hours and hours, hundreds of hours on YouTube. Is this right? Is that right? Is this wrong? Is that wrong? Skip all that bullshit. Just get a good coach who's going to teach you all this shit and say, look, this is what works best for you. These are the foods you should eat. These are the foods you shouldn't eat. Bit of trial and error because everyone's different. Find that sweet spot and then that's it. You can just do your own, you'll know how to eat to keep fit and healthy for a normal person who just wants to be fit and healthy. Now, if you want to be first place on stage in a bodybuilding competition, then it's a whole nother ball game. But for most people, getting a coach just to help get to that level of, so you're aware of the food, what you're putting in your body, and you're aware of the training that you're doing and why, just so you can confidently go ahead in the future and not ask too many questions. So you're not second guessing what you're doing. Just a couple of months of just absorb what a coach is telling you to do, learn as much from it as possible, and then go and do it for yourself.
For sure. Some people, especially people with money, just want everything spoon fed to them anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've got the money and you can afford it and you don't want to, and you want meal plans sent to you weekly or monthly or whatever, and training plans, and you want someone to check in on you all the time. I would do it too, for sure. Like if I had that kind of like fuck you kind of money, like I would have a personal trainer too. Yeah, but if you had fuck you money, you probably wouldn't be putting in the required effort. You'd be like, oh, look, I've got this plan. I remember paying for those plans and that training plan and this, that, and that. But
all depends on what do you mean.
I'm also, doing a fucking Route 66 car race in my Rolls Royce full of fucking, hookers and palm leaves.
That's a little. I
have to skip a fucking workout today because.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got a photo shoot on my yacht.
If I had, you're not going to be in
the fucking zone, are you? Actually training.
Well, I would have a gym on my yacht, bro. So I don't know what
if you had fuck you money, I would just have the best fucking doctor, scientist guy in the world. I would just be like, enhance me and just put me under some fucking crazy machine and then come out the other end like Mr. Universe.
That probably exists somewhere.
It doesn't.
It's how they make fucking...
It doesn't exist. It's called the gym and it takes years of fucking hard work.
No, it's gonna exist. Don't worry.
Maybe. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
One day there'll be something.
When you're 94 years old and you're in your virtual reality headset world, you're gonna be seeing some shit.
Yeah, we just
that Rush has been doing for 30 years.
Do you know what? That surprised me. Okay, kind of moving on to gaming. I was chilling with Justin last night. Justin's gonna be co-hosting with me as well, by the way, over the next couple of weeks.
I apologize for
along with someone else because Travis is going back to Canada, so I'm actually getting another Canadian in to host. Justin's
He'll
cool
say
dude.
buddy
You'll like
a lot
him
more than me.
Hey, buddy.
He'll apologize for things as well more. He's more like when he got back from Canada, he said I talked to Justin quite a bit in voice messages and stuff. And he got more Canadian. You could tell some Canada rubbed off on him. Because when I talk to him, more Canada comes out of me too. I just start talking more he's just like my friends from back home. I know 4 Justins. I know 4 or 5 of him. He's just he's unique, but there's a lot of guys.
First thing he did when he went back to Canada, he sent me a video of him smoking a joint in a jacuzzi in the snow. Yeah, and then the next day he sent me a video of him, his buddy, opening a bottle of beer with a chainsaw.
And I was like, rural Canadian
fucking
shit.
hell, it's probably, what's next? You riding a moose? Yeah. And then he showed me a video of him high as shit in a forest filming a bear, a giant female black bear.
Yeah, fuck
that's that. No more than 15 feet away from him. And he's just looking at the camera like, holy shit, there's a fucking bear right there. And I'm looking at this video and I'm looking at him like, how are you alive? So I was like, if that thing wanted to eat you, you'd be fucked. You
didn't though.
You would just be dead. And there's no way you could get away from that. It doesn't matter if you're next to a car, you're fucked.
Unless you're
But he wasn't.
opening the car door and then like
They were like 6 feet away from his buddy's back door of his house. I'm like, that bear could get into a house if it really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's probably like a cabin as well, like a little wooden cabin. But anyway, he said to me, like, after they finished filming that, like a few minutes later, these cubs come walking by.
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit, there were cubs nearby. If that fucking mother, if that giant female black bear saw you anywhere near the cubs, you'd be blood and guts and shit all over the floor right now. Like, you're so lucky. And he was like, yeah.
A lot of people tell me, though, in Canada now, that the bears and stuff like that, they seem slowly but surely, and some more than others, of course, have becoming more like accustomed to people and stuff, just because we've had so many like.
For sure.
You know, like we're in their habitat more.
It's
no,
not
it's not. It's not.
Because that's going to result in more and more people being eaten by bears and more bears being shot by people.
Exactly. Well, they are monsters. You know what I mean?
They're
like,
awesome.
Like, you want to watch a movie about like fucking some monster in the woods or some shit? Like, you can just watch a documentary.
Wolves and bears. Wolves and
they're
bears.
legitimately monsters. Have you seen a bear open his mouth?
Yeah,
it's a fucking monster's
terrifying.
mouth, man.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
That's
Either way, he didn't die. The only thing that's stopping that video from going viral is the bear going.
Well, it
got
some serious views because his buddies are like big time DJs, like with a couple million views, a couple of million followers on Instagram.
Oh, dope.
And they're like legit dudes. Apparently, they don't forget where they're from, and they always reply to his messages. They're good buddies. So he sent them this video, and they made like a little video with one of their songs with it.
Cool.
I don't know. Well, I'll explain all this a bit more with Justin next week.
Yeah,
we'll bring it up on screen and we'll show you all these videos because it's funny. But he's got some funny stories, and we're going to talk a bit more in depth as well about the culture shock about going home and coming back here.
That's good.
That should be pretty interesting. And I guess you will be able to talk about that stuff as well in a month. Well, yeah. How long are you going home for?
Just like 4 or 5 weeks. 5 weeks, I think.
5.
Yeah, July 27th to like September 1st. So basically August.
So when you come back, I'll be shredded.
Exactly. And then so you have you'll be like 3-4 weeks.
I'm just gonna sit here like this, doing the podcast like this.
But you won't even be on camera. It'll just be so much. It's all Aaron
forever.
Arms not look bad though. It's just not.
Do it again.
See, I can't. I have my thing in the way. It's not.
They're not bad. They're getting better. You just need to. I'm telling you, man.
You need to work
I say this every fucking podcast.
Get on a plan. I know.
You just need to smash it for like. Give me 12 weeks.
I will.
Give me 12 weeks and just do everything that I tell you to do, and you will actually see the results you want.
So that actually is the plan, and I'll say it on this podcast so you can make fun of me if I say no. But like, 12 weeks. Like when I come back,
recorded.
Dude, yeah. Seriously, because I was thinking, like, why not? Like, really, why not?
Why not?
I go
why
so
not,
much.
Why up until now? Why not?
Because I guess I don't. It just like you said, you're not going to do it if you're not ready. You're not going to do it, kind of thing. You know, it's like people that drink alcohol and they know they have a problem. Why'd you stop now? It's just you get to a point where you just kind of make that decision, right? And I think I do want to do it. I just never really wanted to dedicate. I just never put the time in before, I guess. But since I've been going so much, be careful. Like I work so hard. If I just, like you said, was more efficient about it, and I have you too. Like, why not use you to my advantage? To be honest with you, like not to use you, but at the same time, you are like I wouldn't say a square. Me. What shape are you? You're like a rhombus of information.
I'm going for the X. I want to be.
So what's you want to be an X?
I want giant quads that are the same width as my shoulders, and a small waist and giant shoulders. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like
I need to get wider shoulders.
Like an hourglass.
I get you, but more like an hourglass with veins.
Super sexy hourglass with veins.
a vascular hourglass.
I made the conscious decision though that.
Wait, can you make unconscious decisions?
Well, I was debating this whole like, what class am I really going to commit to?
Oh, like
I'm not just going to keep training and just keep getting into good shape and then see what my weight is and compete at that weight. Like I want to have I want to dominate this weight class, and I've decided that I'm gonna be a bikini model.
Well, you got the tits for it.
Do you know what Andrea said to me? We were just lying in bed and she was kind of feeling my pecs, and she was like, "Yeah, says you're about a D cup." I was like, "Fuck off!" And I was like, "No, realistically, like if I had to, because I don't know about bra sizes.
Yeah,
I was like, have a good feel, and could I wear a bra? And if I did have to wear a bra." What size would it be? It'd
be super square though.
Yeah, she was like,
you know what I mean?
She like you would be like a 30B or 30D. I can't remember what it was.
No,
she said.
you don't have
because I got some pretty
bro.
solid cleavage.
No, those aren't D's.
No,
those
the
are
D's. These are big, right?
Well, like how it is.
What is it? What's the 30? What's the number?
So the number is like the width around your body.
The width around. So I'm pretty. That's quite a big.
Yeah. So you know when someone has like a D32 is like they have a D size.
So is
cup
that like
with like
me
a 32
measuring my
waist
chest all the way around?
I don't quote me on this.
Or is this like just measuring from like that part of your boobs?
Because I think the number is just based on the
why
size.
is Irina not here when we need her?
I know, right? So Irina, never mind. No, I'm not saying that on the podcast.
Go on.
No, Irina has really nice boobs. So that's all I'll say.
How big are they? What size?
They're pretty big.
What size? Because I'll try and compare mine to hers.
I would say she's at like a solid.
Well, you don't know.
Double D.
You must know.
Like she's pretty big.
You must know the exact size.
You
don't? Go and find one of her bras. Go and find one of her bras.
No, bro, she'll kill me. What?
She won't.
She's weird like
it's
that.
It's a compliment. She's got like.
I know.
Good knockers. Just saying, the good knockers.
It doesn't hurt my feelings any. But yeah, no, she. Yeah.
You're so embarrassed to speak about your girl.
Dude, I'm not embarrassed at all. It's like I just don't want to be ridiculed by her later.
Yeah,
right before I leave, man. I can't have a fight right now, Aaron. I just,
Fucking man up. Well, I don't know what size boob. Maybe someone, if there's anyone out there who watches who knows about this,
you'd be so wide with your lats and stuff because it's not your waist, right?
But I don't think they measure all the way around.
I think you do. That's the weird thing. I mean, why do I remember that? So
where does the 30 come from? No one's 30. If you measure all the way around Irina, it's going to be more than 30. 30 inches, right?
You're looking at me like I should know this. And I'm looking at you like I don't want to commit to being like, because I know Irina will be like, you guys are so fucking stupid. You thought that, like, I know I hear about it, so.
I don't know. I'm actually quite interested to know what my bra size would be, though.
I don't. I definitely have bigger tits than I've ever had. No, actually, no. When I was fat, I had some nice little saggy tits.
I think I'd look good in a bikini.
Define good.
Do the bikini poses?
Yeah,
because now you can identify as whatever you want.
True.
So I'd be able to.
So I'm a bodybuilder.
I could compete in every class I wanted.
Dude, could you just enter like female bodybuilding? Like,
what about like I identify as a pro? Do I still need a pro card? No, I identify as a pro bodybuilder.
I identify as a Chinese person, so can I get citizenship? Like, is that how that works?
You want it?
Yeah.
Really? Fuck that.
Why not?
Because of the travel. You can't travel. You know how hard it is for Chinese people to get visas and travel?
But if I would keep my Canadian citizenship.
You can't have both.
But, I identify as someone who has both, Aaron. Do you understand? Like,
can't paper.
Oh, so that's where you draw the line? People want to be dolphins? You can be a dolphin, but you can't identify as...
Show me a picture of your dolphin passport picture. Oh, she's back.
I think. Hold up.
Perfect timing, as we're talking about tits.
Yeah, you can keep talking about your tits.
Anyway, so yeah. What were we talking about? Tits, bikinis, all that kind of stuff. Oh, get me some... Oh, there was no coffee. They haven't even got coffee.
I don't think she's going to help us.
Hey, Irina, we need your help.
Doggy, shut up.
We need your help.
Yeah.
How do you measure bra size?
This cup.
The cup is what, though?
The letter, right?
This is the letter, yeah. Size.
So the size under your boobs around.
All the way around?
Which is the number.
Yeah.
So that's the number.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out Aaron's bra size.
The cup is just the size of your boobs.
Yeah. But
which is based on what? Is that based on a number as well? Or just like... Are there actual cups? Do they actually have a cup? And they go, if your boob fits in this cup, this is the D cup.
Isn't it just the cup you cook with? They just put it on like...
Is that how it works, maybe? Was there an actual cup that you have to fit your boob into?
I think it's a bra.
Come closer so we can hear you a bit.
Yeah.
You have 75C. You have 75C. Might fit in a
So a 75C. So that means you would be.
75 around.
That's is that big? That's big. Right? Is that inches?
centimeter.
Oh, so there's probably different
centimeters.
You know, like in America than in Europe.
So
know?
I'm like
shoes. They're different like
a
sizes,
lot,
right?
then I'm like 115 or something.
160D.
Probably like 112 to 115. And what would my cup size be, Irina?
I would say a B. I saw
Like
B.
a B cup?
Solid B.
Yeah.
So I'm like
You
100,
said D, I was like, get off
115B.
it, man.
Do they make bras that size? Doesn't sound like
Dude, there's a girl
Doesn't
your
sound like a
size.
common bra number.
No, it's not. I can't even buy shoes here, let alone you know, you can't buy shirts. Think you're gonna find a bra that fits you, bro?
What about you? Just a bit of cling film?
I'm a solid A. I'm just like I got something to grab onto now.
Like an A minus.
Yeah. Before I probably had a solid B when I was fat. I definitely had bigger tits when I was chubby. I had big old nipples too.
Because you've never had
Yeah, I've got big nipples.
I did.
It's quite big.
I was quite fat.
Little chubby chubster.
Baby, you look beautiful. I like your pants, shorts.
Pant shorts. They're like those like halfways.
Yeah.
Halfway things. I actually want some of them.
No, leave it open so you can join in anytime you want.
Come and join in.
Just join
Oh,
in.
Jesus Christ.
Baby, you're
Why?
gonna break that. I know you were.
It's just here for the
You look pretty good.
How you doing? How's results this week?
Hey. Oh yeah.
I think
Because you had your little cheat week there, didn't you?
Yeah, you just tell what we had in BJ.
But weight-wise, is it about the same?
same.
Oh, fine. That's fine.
Babe.
Also fat is the same.
Okay.
Babe,
Yeah.
can I
So
ask you a
just
question?
write that week off then and rebound hard.
Aaron wanted me to talk about your boobs on camera. Would you give me permission to do that?
I'm not sure.
See? I knew it. Because he's like, what size tits
We're
does
gonna
she
do
have?
it
And I was
anyway.
like, I don't know.
Well, I was trying to think because like I can see yours.
Like,
So I'm like,
you know.
Well, compared to yours, maybe I could judge how big mine would be. But
Oh
he
yeah,
wouldn't
that's
tell
why we
me
started
the
talking
size.
about it. Yeah. But I didn't know. He's like, go grab one of her bras. I'm like, probably not.
No, I can tell you my size.
What size? Because I don't really know.
70D. 70D is super.
In China, especially, because all the girls are so
Yeah.
small.
Let me try one of your bras, Irina. Sure, give me one of your bras.
But don't give him one that you don't care about, because he might break
Give me a
it.
nice one. Nice little bit of lace or something, you know?
That's for this. I'm gonna
That's where
make
this podcast is
I'm gonna
going.
make a clip out of this for sure. Like this is if
Best do.
Yeah, you
Not
have
many people
to.
get to see me in a bra.
Yeah.
I wore a dress once and a wig and stuff and went out dressed as a chick in Australia.
Don't lie, it's more than once. I've never actually done that.
I think it was just once I've dressed up as a girl before.
You know, Tyra's ex-boyfriend Ryan, he was like a cross-dresser. I probably shouldn't. I don't know if I should say that on camera. I don't know if that's a big thing. What?
Was he?
Shit, that's not common knowledge.
I'm like good mates with
No,
Ryan.
it is because he had like a party where like a bunch of guys and they all like dressed up as girls. Like Tom went and like what's his face went. I forget his
We
yeah.
didn't fucking invite me. I'm good
Well,
buddies with. We
for-
went on a holiday together.
Oh really? I don't know if I should be saying.
We went to
Hong
Hong Kong on a couples holiday together.
Really? Yeah, apparently, yeah, that's a thing. I
didn't
think it
know
was a
that.
secret at one point, but it's not a secret anymore, babe. Because Tom has pictures of them.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, they have like they're at what was that, bro? ADB. Remember ADB?
Yeah.
Which well, I haven't been to there in a minute.
You sure it wasn't just like fancy dress party?
No, dude. It was very. They're
Or is
all
this like I'm
lipstick,
coming out
wigs.
the closet like I'm a full blown cross dresser? This is a party I want to have.
I think it was just something they were doing for fun, like a theme party. Let's all dress up as
Oh, well,
girls.
that's not cross dressing. That's just let's dress up like chicks for a party. Okay, let me try this bad boy on.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. 1 second here.
Well, it's not going to fit you, is it?
It's huge. That might fit you. He's gonna break it though. You know that, right?
No, I won't put the straps on.
Hey, pause for a thumbnail, will you? Dude, that looks real small, actually. To be honest with you.
So this would be the
He's
bottom bit
so
goes tight under your. Jesus Christ, Irina! You packing watermelons? Look how many these things poke out. Yeah, I need to do some more flies.
They, to be honest with you, from the camera angle though, like I see what you mean here, but they look small on the camera. Yeah, pose for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely a smaller cup.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you for that. That just Spice things up a little bit. Our weird male viewers will probably appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our viewers are male other than her, maybe. Actually, no, that's not true. A couple girls have watched. We don't probably have consistent viewers. Do you realize that?
We all just learned something. We all just learned how to size a bra properly.
And how ridiculous you look as a girl.
And we learned how awkward arguments start in this household.
How what?
Awkward arguments will start in this household.
Well, I'm leaving in a couple days. I don't want to, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, well, it ended up being.
She's cool. Irina's cool. She's one of the cool ones.
Yeah,
So yeah, anyway, what was we saying right before the boobs and stuff?
What was we saying?
So I'm just decided I'm going to get massive. I'm just going to keep going and get as big as possible. Yeah, but I want to be huge.
That's ridiculous.
I want to be... Ideally, I want to be eventually, like we're talking a few years down the line, but I want to be...
So basically, I need to buy a new chair eventually now.
I want to be between... In 2 years, I want to be between 260 and 300 pounds.
So you don't want to fly anymore?
On stage. On stage.
You're never going to be able to fly.
I want that to be my on-stage weight. My off-season weight is going to be... Yeah, ridiculous.
330.
Well, I'm too...
How are you? Like
I'm now I'm 8-9 weeks out. So I'm not holding too much.
How heavy are you right now?
About 245-ish.
Ridiculous. That's gonna be so big.
Yeah. Can't wait.
That's actually too big. I know that's like me, but I've
decided now. I like being big. And
so you have to order everything from now on. You're never gonna have to buy clothes here ever.
No, I'm just gonna have to do a run to the States like every few months just to get clothes.
Just order them. Can't just order them from the States, buy on like Under Armour and get them sent to China. I'm sure some like companies would do it.
Yeah, I guess maybe if they ship to China.
If like that's what I'm saying.
It's the payment issue, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah, just bulk it, like
PayPal. I'll have to get that fucking PayPal thing. Dude, it's so hard to get shit like that set up here. It's frustratingly annoying.
We should. I kind of want to get a credit card. I wish it was easy for me to put money on a credit card. Like if I was back home, I just go to the bank, boom, pay it. Like I go by the bank every day. I wish like here I could just pay off credit cards and stuff.
Something out. We need all these like
the
Nike,
world needs to get WeChat
Nike
Pay.
And like Under Armour and all that. Do they accept crypto?
Probably not.
I wonder if there's like an online clothing store which accepts
probably,
crypto.
But it might not be a clothing company you want to wear. You know what I mean?
No, I mean like a wholesaler that accepts crypto as payment and they'll ship worldwide. That's what I need. If anyone knows of any clothing wholesalers or just a clothing store online that ships to China and that accepts Bitcoin.
That might be a Bing search though, a Google search, see what comes out.
Yeah, that's probably an easier option. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get massive. Fucking massive.
I think what we need to do, we just need to get China to take over the rest of the world just so we can use WeChat Pay everywhere.
That would be easier.
That'd be so convenient. If I could pay WeChat Pay for
everything,
like anything, boy, I'd have no money. I'd be spending money too much.
It would be dope.
I'd have everything. There's QR codes at the ass. China does it well that way.
Broke.
A lot of people do that with their phones back home. They have their bank card on their phone. I guess that's a big thing now. My brother was telling me. But it's just not the same as WeChat Pay.
No, it's just not as ingrained into society. It's not a normal thing to do yet. It's still
even like grandmothers are like, WeChat, beep. Like my dad would never do that.
Little babies. Those little kiddie watches with cameras on? They have WeChat QR codes now. So now there's kids going to the shops and buying lollipops and going, bing. And I'm like, what did that kid just do with his watch? Oh, yeah, it's got WeChat in his watch.
In the middle class, man, the parents call, ni hao, and they're like talking to the phone.
Yeah,
I still
give me that fucking watch.
I steal the watch and go, ni hao. And their parents are like saying something. I'm like, oh, ting dong. And I end it like, don't.
Yeah, it says my watch now.
Yeah, I always put it on.
And they go, that's my watch. And it's just my mum calling out. It's my watch now.
Dude, I had like 5 on my wrist one day, like pink, blue, green, yellow. I was looking like a baller.
Some of them are pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of the Huawei ones to match up with my phone.
That'd be dope.
So I don't have to get my phone out of my pocket. Because that's hard work.
when I'm that big, I can't risk the calories. So I just
no, right now I need the calorie burn. Actually, maybe after this cut.
Dude,
after this cut, this is the only movement I'll have to do to survive. Beep.
We're wiping your ass. Wait. Andrew's gonna have to take one for the team, eh?
No, you just beep. Someone comes along, does it for you.
Andrea.
Little fucking
Just
AE.
text, babe.
Little AE, one of those little like cleaner ladies.
Pay her like
turns up.
200 kwai a month. She'll be there.
She just comes in with wet wipes.
Dude, that's like
Just lift your legs
that is
up.
hilarious to me because it's so like it could happen. You know, like honestly.
You can pay pretty much anyone to do anything here.
Yeah,
Someone will do it.
We could hire like an assistant. Do other if there was a girl or a guy, it didn't have to be. I don't know why I thought of an assistant as a girl, but if there was a guy or girl,
Yeah, you're not hiring a guy assistant.
yeah, who the fuck do you think we are? No, but if someone could do all of our shit like well, I would definitely throw them like some money. We could go halves on it, pay like 1,000 kwai a month. For them to do all the podcasts, to promote it, do everything.
If you could have someone come in now after we finish this, and we're going out for food. We'll be back in an hour. By the time we get back,
We want 4 clips made, 5 Instagram
4 clips done, 5 Instagram clips done, descriptions, tags,
I'd pay for it.
and done.
I'd pay for it for sure.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is sit there and just for an hour.
Interesting.
If anyone wants to do that, as if people in China watch this, that's a waste of time. Anyway, let's get to some subjects on my phone.
Dude, before that though, I was thinking we could if we could add Chinese subtitles to this, I think we'd be bigger in China than we would back home. People like hundreds.
I can put these full length videos on my Weibo.
Dude, and if it had Chinese subtitles, people would watch.
Figure it out. Figure out how to add subtitles to these videos.
I can do it now. It's a little bit of work.
Why haven't you done it yet?
Because it's a kind of
Have you got to type them? Or is there not a program that just listens to what you say?
No, the typing thing's not hard. It's when we have a conversation. So like say I'm talking like blah 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 blah, and then you start talking. Yeah, like when we talk at the same time.
Like how do you type that?
Yeah. I'll figure it out. When I'm home, that's something I want to focus on. All the clips I release, because I'm gonna have so much time. I'm gonna have fun when I'm home, but I want to be able to figure out that efficient way to do the subtitles for all of our social media clips. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different time. What do you got in your phone? Because we're probably pushing for time.
So I'm just scanning through some messages right now.
Wow, Aaron.
That's rude.
Yeah, Aaron
okay, so let's go through. Something weird someone said to me. What time are we on? 52. Okay. So should we stay on the bodybuilding thing? This could be a bodybuilding.
Talked a lot about that today.
Yeah,
how
but
much
I want to talk.
We got?
We got like 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, I don't give a fuck.
So Sean Roden, the current Mr. Olympia. It's not. He's the Olympia. Have said you're not welcome.
I actually didn't look into it at all. And you know me, I'm not super into that stuff. I know the big
Pull up
guys.
some pictures for you. Yeah, I would actually love it if you just
if I get into
learn
it more.
about bodybuilding, so I don't have to like describe everything to you. But then,
hello.
I guess that's why though. Yeah,
man, Australian strength coach though, fucking great.
Yeah, I always watch his little seminar videos and stuff.
Seminar videos like his.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something similar.
I could be his wife. Actually, I do this shit wrong, so I'd be a bad example. Okay, so you want to squat with your knees out? My knees are just like not where they should be.
Okay, do you want to get up there and type?
Dude, is that Photoshop, by the way? I'm not gonna say what it is, but that is.
No, man, there's loads of that.
That's interesting. IFBB Professional League.
Okay, so this is one thing. Can you do me a favor and just type in Sean Roden rape charges?
Right now, Sean, like this way.
Sean Roden.
How do you spell Roden?
Just type it anyway; it'll come up. So yeah, what's happening basically with Sean Roden is recently he's actually been charged. There's charges against him. So this happened in 2000.
Charges are shit though. You know, like he's not convicted or anything, is he?
Not right now, but it's happened in 2018. I'll give you background. So the story is he was in his hotel room. One of this girl came to his hotel room. She was also a bodybuilder competitor, like a bikini competitor. Came to his hotel room
willingly.
Yeah, willingly. She just went. He was already in the room. She went to his room. Invited? Guess maybe to meet him.
I'm asking questions.
Yeah, maybe invited up. I'm not sure on that. And then she went up there, and he then supposedly raped her and just about got the tip in. And she said, "Oh, my friend's downstairs. She's going to know that something's wrong." And she kept repeatedly saying, "No, no, no." You know, typical rape situation. But they anyway.
Is it? Okay, I don't really know.
Well, I mean, like, you know,
That's
this
all
happened,
my
that
rapes have
happened. So that's what she said, and he says it was completely consensual, and but right away she went to the police. This happened 2018 sometime. She went straight to the police, got a DNA test done, found his DNA in her, around her, on her boobs. Apparently he was like grabbing her boobs and sucking her boobs and stuff like that. Stuff like that. There's quite a lot of detail on some of the posts. I'm not going to go into it too much. And yeah, so like then they've obviously built this case over the space of a year because he's a high profile guy.
For sure. And
now they're coming after him. I'm assuming now he's been arrested and things are now happening. Yeah. So I don't know if I can be bothered to read through the entire fucking thing. But basically the Olympia, so the Mr. Olympia competition is separate from the IFBB. Now it's an IFBB Federation competition. Like you need to have a certain amount of IFBB pro points to qualify for the Olympia, or you have to win an IFBB pro show to qualify for the Olympia.
I get you.
But the owners of the Olympia are a different entity altogether. So straight away they said, "No, you're not welcome to this show or any future shows, and there'll be no more."
Even though he's not convicted.
Straight away they did it.
That's actually fucked up.
And then and then they said no media, sponsorships, all of that stuff down the drain. Nothing. We're not covering you at all. And they did this purely
on speculation.
No, because there's charges. So that means that legally they've gone to a court, like the whatever court it is in America, and they've said this is the evidence. They've provided enough evidence to grant charges against him. It's not just a woman who said he raped me. Okay, now let's figure it out. No. Like
that's so fucked up.
They've built up enough evidence to actually charge him. So I kind of agree with the Olympia because you can't, someone who's literally being charged with rape, you can't have them on stage competing.
I get that.
So it's just, I guess it's damage control for them. Like, no. If it comes out that he's innocent at the end of all this, they'll reinstate him. For sure they will.
Like the John Jones shit.
Between them, they can. They just can. It's understandable as far as I'm concerned.
He's not famous enough to be like big exceptions.
But the IFBB, the actual Federation of Bodybuilding, have said, we're not doing anything. We're just going to see what happens. Yeah. So he's actually technically allowed to compete in other competitions within the IFBB. Not that he will. Obviously, right now, he's got more important shit to think about. So there's that. That's what some people are kind of up in the air about a little bit, is how the Olympia dealt with it. But I kind of get that.
I get it. I don't know if I agree with it, but at the same time, I don't have all the information.
Well, it's a professional move, isn't it? Yeah. Like, if you have... It's a huge... They have to think about everyone else in the competition, competition itself.
They're saving face.
But this makes the Olympia more exciting for me this year. This year, I'm more excited to watch this Olympia than I have been the last 5 because it's open. There's going to be a new champion.
Oh, for sure.
It's up for grabs. Yeah. And there's so many really fucking good people out there right now, which are all gunning for it. And they're very close. And there's still a lot of people that say Sean Roden kind of got lucky to win it from Phil because I think they wanted to make an example of Phil and his gut issues at the time.
Oh, yeah. I remember I've seen some shit about that.
So pretty much in every single shot, Phil beat Sean Roden as far as I'm concerned. His back, legs... everything, he beat him. Even in most of the front shots, he still beat him. But a slightly distended gut, which was not that bad as far as I'm concerned. You only see the bad pictures on the internet, don't you? But when you're actually watching it, it wasn't that bad. Whereas Sean Roden is a bit more aesthetic and slimmer in the waist, but nowhere near as good as Phil as far as I'm concerned. So there was a little bit of controversy there, whether he actually did win it. Or Phil says, Sean Roden didn't win the Olympia, I lost it. Or it was taken from him, because a lot of
I
people
agree
are
with that, but
saying
at the
that
same
the
time, he
judges
still lost,
wanted to
yeah.
make an example of Phil. Phil had been the champion for 7 years in a row. They wanted a new champion, and all these things, added up. And I kind of see where that's
7,
coming
really? That's
from.
a
But
long
at the
time.
same time, Phil doesn't do himself any favors. He's a really unlikable guy, especially on social media. He is not a likable dude. He's bad, sore,
do you mean, just like talking
sore
shit?
loser. Not so much talking shit. He's just a real. He didn't.
Dude, if
he
I
didn't,
won it 7 times too, I'm gonna be a little salty. Especially
yeah,
if I
but
thought I won it.
but there's like being a bit salty. Like you'd be disappointed, and but then you'd be like, "Fuck this, I'm coming back for it."
But he's too
He's kind of, to me,
whiny.
just gonna. There was a lot of whining and there was a lot of sulking. It's hard. Obviously, you can't really relate, so it's hard to say from a fan point of view. Like what I say means shit. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's just my opinion. But he has got a reputation for being not a very liked guy within the sport by other competitors, which is a shame. But then at the same time, Sean Roden, I think, is being a fucking shit champ. Like,
Well,
don't get me wrong, great bodybuilder. Well, not because of the rape thing, because that's only just come out. But since the Olympia last September, like, apparently his schedule has been completely full, and he's been on travel duties and like stuff for sponsors and media and stuff. But no one's seen any of it. Like his interaction is like broadcasting himself as the number one guy, the champ, has been, to me, like, I follow most of the bodybuilding stuff online. It has been crap. He's not been a very good, like,
I know what you're
ambassador.
saying. Yeah, that's a good word.
He's not been a very good ambassador
Not a good
for me.
face
He's
of
not
the-
like
of the
a good,
company.
like, super likable guy. Everyone's loving him. Like, wow, he's been he's done.
Well, maybe in the back of his head,
he's
raping
done
bitches.
so much for the sport. There's done nothing for the sport, from my point of view.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from his point of view, he's like, these are all of my obligations I have to do since the Olympia. Like I've had to travel here, there,
But maybe in the back of his mind, though,
sponsorship
bro.
stuff. But I think maybe that is down to sponsors that are like, well, you're contracted to do this for us, which may not be as beneficial for Sean as far as putting him in the public eye as a champion. Like you got to remember, Mr. Olympia used to be on fucking ESPN. It was a huge deal.
It's not on anymore?
No, it's like an underground thing now. It's like even the IFBB pro shows, you would think they would all be live streamed so people can watch and get the results.
Yeah.
You have to wait 2-3 fucking days to find out results from shows, unless like, competitors post their results straight away on Instagram or something. So it's kind of frustrating keeping up to date with a lot of bodybuilding like that. But yeah, I do think this does open the doors for a new champ to come in and win the Olympia, which is super exciting because there's a few people there which I think could be really fucking good ambassadors for the sport. Good personalities, likable people like Rolly Winkler. He won the People's Champ at the Olympias last, so he was the People's champion. He's the one that everyone loves.
So is that like a voted thing?
Yeah, that's a fan voted thing. So I guess that probably means more.
You can make that argument for it, actually.
4 or 5 judges or millions of fans.
But at the same time, though, like those million, like not saying everybody, but the majority of those people probably aren't looking for the same thing. It's like letting the fans judge a UFC fight.
Yeah.
They're going to judge the guy who tries to go for the knockout for the most part, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Maybe they don't understand grappling or, you know what I mean?
I know what I mean. But then he did come in third and he looked amazing, the best he's ever looked. So he's in the top running.
So you think he
could win it? He could definitely come and win it. You've got like Brandon Curry, he won the Arnold Classic. He could come in and win it. You've got as well Luke Sando from England, who's doing the Tampa, I think next week, the Tampa Pro Show, to solidify.
When is the big
The big one, September.
Same time as yours?
A couple of weeks before, like middle of the month.
Interesting.
And he is the one that's gaining a lot of momentum right now. A lot of people eyes on him because he's one of those real big, thick, dense.
So basically,
I'm a big fan. He's one of the guys who does that similar training kind of as I do. And
so you're looking at him
Jordan.
more.
Oh yeah, he's someone I relate to a lot more. He's a cool guy, and he's British.
So when you come down to it, there's just a lot of potential.
Huge amount. And then you got Dexter Jackson, which is like a veteran who always
I've heard
looks
that name before.
Yeah, he's got the record amount.
He's the black guy?
Yeah.
The old black guy,
He's
right?
like 28 fucking
I think we pulled up
bodybuilding
some of
wins.
the stuff
He's
here.
ridiculous. He's like the most decorated bodybuilder of all
And he
time.
looks like swole, but he's older.
Yeah, and so he could come back and win one more time before he retires.
That'd be cool.
Which would be
ended
cool.
on a win, of course.
The Blade, Dexter Jackson, because he always looks amazing.
Yeah, but to go back on the
And
whole...
then there's a couple of other guys, that are that top 10.
Could be like an underdog situation.
But without Sean Roden, without Phil Heath, without the likes of, say, Kai Green. There were talks of Kai Green coming back in.
Didn't he lose all his size? I thought something happened to him.
He always trains. He's always huge.
I saw something on YouTube.
There's still people saying he might be like the surprise guy who shows up now that Phil's not doing it and Sean's not doing it.
Why isn't the Phil guy doing it? He doesn't want to do it.
You would think he would be like, I'm coming back for my title.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like with the whole, what Sean Roden said his name was, like, I don't know if all the information, but like, what if a girl that I've had sex with.
Either way, it's
girl.
fucked his reputation, his career.
Exactly. But imagine this, like, say I have sex with, we're going to call her Jane, right? Jane here, and then Jane just says, oh, he raped me. And I go, oh, no, it was consensual. Because like, say in my case, it was she just, for whatever reason, did that. And I get charged because, you have your DNA, like, then what? Like, fuck that. Like, sorry, I don't have video proof of me. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I didn't record it against her will so she could show her saying, you know what I mean? That's a slippery slope,
and again, like what they just said with Sean apparently, this is just hearsay, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but apparently just passed 2 lie detector tests.
Those aren't those aren't as credible in like
they don't stand up in court.
Yeah, which is I don't know.
Surely they should do, right?
Yeah,
and they're like, how it's so easy to fake them. We'll make them fucking better.
They're not easy to fake, but since it's been like proven that you can fake them, due to like under like certain circumstances,
I think they should be considered in the case.
I agree.
If just the words coming out of someone's mouth is considered evidence, like then me saying Travis raped me,
they need to hold some weight. I'm not saying it should be the end all be all.
No, but they should hold some.
Like John Jones took like 4 lie detector tests, all came back negative of him like doing steroids, like willingly.
They should count something. I don't know, but anyway, I don't know the legal stuff. They build these cases for so much detail, like. Who knows what's going to happen? So I'm not going to speculate. If he did it, scumbag. If he didn't, hopefully his life will go on. It'll be fine.
Dude, that's why I'm scared about Connor, because Connor has some accusations against him. And you said like this happened in 2018. And they spent like a year building the case. I feel like, I know that's kind of what's happening with him. So I'm just like, one day it could just come out that Conor McGregor sentenced to or charged with 2 accounts of, you know what I mean? Like, because he does have. There's been a lot of rumors and stuff. Something happened in Ireland.
Yeah, who knows?
So I'm just hoping. Like people say, that's why he's not coming back fighting and all this stuff. That's why he always says he's retired, because he thinks it could just be done.
Who knows? But anyway,
that's a long.
That's enough to talk about bodybuilding. And that's an update on the bodybuilding world for you. So I will say this: come on, fucking Luke Sando. Luke Sando for the win. Come out of nowhere.
I believe in you,
Surprise guy. He won. He came 3rd in the Arnold Classic. He was leader on points to get into the Olympia. Now, it's not the best position to qualify for the Olympia, but there's something about him. I hope he just comes out of nowhere and blows people out the water and fucking wins. Like, if he wins the Tampa Pro Show and beats the likes of Dexter Jackson there, he will have so much momentum going into the Olympia. Eyes will be on him. Like, people will know, and people will be watching him a bit more than other people.
Judging, like I know you're.
Who knows? Let's not get into that. Let's cut the bodybuilding off. But Luke Sando, fucking win it. So another subject. We'll finish off on this one. Obvious subject that everyone's talking about. Area 51, bro. Are you coming?
I signed up.
You signed up?
No, I didn't. I was thinking about doing it because I know like that's what a lot of people did. But at first I was kind of like, fuck yeah. Like, with no information. Just because of the idea of like, in my brain there's just like a million people. And like, something happens, right? Where like we get a little bit of information or like, but the more you think about it, the more I realize it's a military
10
base.
seconds later of thinking about it, you realize
It's
morons.
Yeah, it's like a pipe dream. Of course, If you look at maybe this, maybe that, but when you look at it with logic, it's just
it's so funny.
It's gonna be bad because someone's gonna get shot in the head. Actually, my theory is that I heard this somewhere else, but they're not even gonna get there because any information that anyone has about where to meet or what to do, they have like strategies of like where to run and like different people go. You know what I mean? If I can see that means the people that are not going to let you do that also see that. It's like, I'm going to go to war with you. Here's all my plans. Try to stop me. It's like, that's a terrible way to go to war.
Well, that was the first downfall. Like, here's the time and date.
And the exact plans.
They can't stop all of us. Hey.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can. They definitely can stop all of you.
Hey,
like,
have you ever heard of a gun?
These things called bullets.
Yeah.
In a military base where they have pretty much unlimited amounts of bullets, plus giant water cannons, tear gas.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be tear gas out the
tanks,
ass.
Jets against a bunch of fucking people with iPhones, live streaming, running at a fence. Oh my god, it's gonna be so funny. I really hope someone live streams it just so we can see the carnage.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be 1,000 GoPros. Don't worry.
It's gonna be great.
Aaron said only 100 people will show up.
If that.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people
Either
show up.
100 people will show up, or like some number like closer to 1,000.
I say about 5,000 to 10,000 people show up,
and they all get shut down immediately. As soon as there's a meeting place going on, like they get ambushed by like the fucking National Guard or
everyone
something.
Gets charged.
Or
like
everyone gets instantly,
or
something like that straight away before they even get started. Plus, all these people are on Facebook. Like all of your information is online. Like expect to knock on the door and a warning from some fucking people in suits. Like, hey, if you go to this, you're dead.
You know, like the ringleaders maybe, but they're not gonna knock on a million people's door because you signed something. You know.
No, because
but like the people
I say 100 people
stuff,
will probably show up. But come on, guys, you can't.
No, shut up. Fucking go for it. I want to see it. It's going to be like a TV show. It's a terrible idea. I would never do it, but fucking go for it.
Do it. I agree. Do it.
Dude, you know there's going to be 1,000 people to show up just because they know it's a terrible idea. They're not going to run, but they're going to just be like, let's see it. Like they're there to
let's get some views.
Dude, they're going to... Yeah,
we should go there. We should do a podcast from the scene.
Dude.
Live from the Area 51 storming.
We flew in just for this.
Yeah, Tmatj. Oh my god, Travis is dead.
Tear gas. We just passed out and came.
Oh god, though, seriously, people. Like, do you think they're just gonna like be like, oh, do you know what?
You're
damn
here.
It, I forgot we left all those fucking UFOs and the aliens at the place that we know you're going to storm on that day. Yeah. Like, I knew we needed to move something on that day. Yeah. I knew we needed to hide something on that day.
We're too busy, you know.
What were we doing? Yeah. What were we doing? We were like, stopping Mexicans at the border or something.
Stopping Mexicans.
Come on,
guys. That's a real problem.
Use your fucking brains. Just like, it's nothing's going to be there. And for one, if you're all going by this Bob Lazar fucking podcast, he said it's not even at Area 51. All this shit was at S4 in the 80s. Do you think it's still there now? They probably move this shit. They probably move this shit at least once a year.
We didn't get a chance to talk about Stranger Things, but on like the Stranger Things kind of thing, where like they had that whole underground thing under the mall. If we have like these like intricate subway systems and the metro systems in like Beijing and like just around the world, like those are very intricate to build underground under cities and stuff.
Dude, there's underground
Imagine
bases.
What the fuck they fucking have. Like, it's gonna be tunnels
look at
and labs and
that's in the 80s. Imagine what they have now.
Exactly.
They're gonna have shit. They're gonna have bases. Fucking.
They have football fields.
Why even think about it?
Airplane hangars.
There's probably a base under us right now.
Probably.
We'll never even know about it.
Yeah, China probably has.
And
some
there's
shit
little
too.
aliens down there in white coats doing fucking experiments.
Why white coats? You racist? The black coats.
They're wearing white coats.
Why white?
Because they're lab technicians, and they're the things.
Why do they always wear white?
And they're designing the next fucking iPhone. That's what's happening. We've got an army of aliens.
That's where Huawei stationed.
We've got an army of aliens underground right now designing mobile phones.
Theory, Huawei's run by aliens.
Huawei is a pretty alien sounding word.
No, it sounds alien. Sounds foreign.
Hashtag Huawei aliens.
Yeah, hashtag storm Huawei.
But fuck, come on, like, oh, it's so funny. But I hope they do it just so we can see people get caned by fucking water cannons and stuff like that.
Dude,
It'd be funny.
Unfortunately, they're not going to make it.
If I was the guards, or if I was like chief of security of Area 51, I'd be.
Is that a job, chief? That'd be a fucking sick job.
It would be so. I would be laughing in my boots. I'd be like, guys, have you seen this thing? Like, by the way, let's all just take the day off that day. So everyone just take the day off paid. Lock the gates. Lock everything down, and we'll just take the day off.
No, people would fuck shit up,
all these people storm the place, and what? Then what? They climb this electrified fence. They somehow get past this electrified fence, right? The generator's on the inside of the fence. So
it's
you can't
like
just
one
cut
idiot
cables.
to fucking fall into it and like shut the whole system down, like fry him to death, and then it like backfires.
Whatever. Then maybe the fence goes down, right? So they get over the fence. This probably really big fence.
It's an Air Force base.
And then they're in
though.
the Air Force base, right? So everything's in hangars and locked away behind steel doors, this fucking thick, which you will never get through in a million years. Empty. So just picture this. Empty airfields. A lot of empty, big space, giant hangars that are all fucking securely locked beyond belief. And 100 people running around with GoPros going, "Where's all the aliens?"
See, bad idea though, because here's what I'm thinking. What if someone...
And all the security guards are at home watching this on live stream security cameras going,
But they can't do that, because what if like people like place cameras and microphones and stuff around?
"Oh, come on.
Dude,
You think they can't? They don't know that.
But that's why they wouldn't even let them in.
If someone fucking,
they're gonna stop them 100 miles. Like
if they, we've got drones the size of wasps,
probably.
Right?
That's like a movie thing, but probably.
Of course we do. If you've seen that, you can buy drones on Taobao this big with cameras on them. Okay, if they know when one of them is within the border, fucking wherever, they've got sensors and fucking sonar and like they know. Oh, we've got a drone. We've got a drone, unidentified drone. It's the size of a fucking quarter, and this is exactly where it is.
But they're not even.
They'll have another army of fucking drones shoot that drone down. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna. They're gonna. If someone decides to stick some fucking $5 cameras around an Area 51 base, pretty sure.
But you know what I'm saying, though. They wouldn't even risk it because like you said, they probably have some crazy technology. Like even there's
nothing there. There's nothing there apart from fucking fighter jets. It's a military training facility with a bunch of soldiers, with lots of guns. Okay,
you know.
Think about it. Think about this, right? Why would what's the most popular military base on the entire planet?
Area 51.
Right. What's the most well-known, supposedly secret base on the entire planet?
I see where you're getting
Humor
at.
me.
I see.
Humor me.
Well,
which is
the most secret one technically?
Just give me the fucking answer.
Area 51.
Right.
I meant
what's the most
secret,
popular, well-known by everyone, it's dad and mum and dog and cousin, military base where there's supposed to be alien shit?
I get you.
Area 51. Now, where the fuck do you think the military is going to leave shit there? Come on. See, dude,
I think
they have bases. I imagine they have bases that are on fucking ships floating around constantly, under ocean bases, in mountain bases that you will never fucking ever find. You don't even know exist. If they have shit like alien technology, it's there. It's not in the most well-known fucking base on the planet.
See, I think.
And don't go, maybe they'll double bluff it and think they'll leave it there because that's where you think no one would look.
Like I said, double bluff too. but you need to understand that you are right to an extent. There's probably, like, when you asked me before, when you're like, what's the most secret base ever? Like, well, you would if you don't know because it's a secret, technically.
Exactly. The most secret base, you don't know it exists.
Time, Area 51 is, or not only Area 51, there's like different areas, right? Like 51 is the one we all know, but there's Area
like
38,
S4,
all that stuff.
Yeah, but they're all known. And
For sure.
The locations are known.
But they are highly secured military bases. I'm not saying there's spaceships in there.
All military bases are highly secure.
Exactly, but they definitely have some interesting things there. Maybe not extraterrestrial. Of course.
They just have
still,
really
there's still
cool
things there. There's still things they don't want people.
I think there's absolutely nothing there. I think there is nothing.
I think that's a little naive. I think that's a little naive to think.
I think it's the most. I think it's so stupid I think it's moronic that anyone would believe that the military would leave anything of value in a base which is known to more people than anywhere else in the fucking world.
But what's that mean though? Like, it's not like people know what's going on there.
It's just fucking distraction.
On Google's but you can't get within 100 miles of it. It's in the legit middle. It's not like it's not like there's buildings. You can't get close to where you even see the. Do you realize that? Like, there's no pictures of the buildings because you can't even get close enough to see what the Area 51 even looks like.
There's aerial shots.
No, it's all blacked out on all Google Maps. On any satellite footage, it's all blacked out.
There'll be fucking someone with drone pictures from fucking 10,000 feet or something.
You can't find
Well,
them.
even so, right?
Actually, I think there is some from like
what does that tell you?
Ago before
what does that tell you?
That. That it's I'm not saying there's like aliens walking around.
But no, it's 2019. There's one guy on a computer somewhere that can just make sure that all satellite images and they can black out Google Maps. That stuff is so easily done in the position they're in. You can make something seem like the biggest secret in the world.
True.
And then all eyes will be like, I want to know what's in there.
For sure.
It's a distraction. It's all it is a distraction.
For sure.
If that was really used, the most, though. It's just, yeah, of course it's used. It's a military base.
Yeah, exactly.
All military bases are secure. You can't just walk into any military base.
If you get 1 million people on fucking internet, you can though.
If you get 1 million fucking retards ready to get shot in the face.
Hey, there's probably a couple people that aren't retards in that.
But come on.
I'm excited though. There's going to be so much footage from it.
I hope there'll be some funny media, I'm sure. Yeah. And then I think they'll get
when
there.
When is it? Do you know? I forget the date.
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I think hopefully it's when I'm home.
I don't care about it too much. But I did see this on Instagram today. Who the fuck is Travis Scott, by the way?
Famous rapper, dated Rihanna.
Is he good?
Not my cup of tea. Like club rapper. Chains, money, got it all in my pockets. I'm just blowing all this shit up like it's rockets, like shit like that.
Sounds like shit. Yeah. But anyway, there was this thing on Instagram. Hey, yo, Travis, how many likes for you to perform at the Area 51 raid? If you can get over 5 million likes, I got you on God. Holy fuck, say no more.
That's probably Photoshop though.
And they got 1,164,37.
He would do it though.
Like, this is just laughable though, isn't it? Like,
dude, but it's exciting.
What entertainment should we have when we raid it?
Well, it's becoming silly.
What bulletproof fucking vest should you wear is what you should, not who's going to perform.
No, they can't shoot Travis Scott.
They'll shoot whoever the fuck they want.
Well, Travis Scott isn't leading the charge. He's probably just sitting there with a microphone. You know, like
on the back of a truck, like fucking.
Hey, dated Rihanna, dude.
From
Even
Mad
the
Max or
sniper's
something.
like, you know. I guess if you love Rihanna, like
maybe,
you, bro.
yeah, like the snipers are going to go for him first. I can't wait if there were snipers and there's just heads popping.
See, it's not if they shoot
and all these people are
you
like,
shoot
okay,
one, dude. You just like minimize because they are Americans, right? They're just
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of.
They're probably not the most intelligent.
Yeah, like the way I see it is like if you're stupid enough to do that, then you're probably a little bit of a waste of oxygen. So I'm not going to lose any sleep if people's heads get popped off.
There's a lot of people there that are probably just going to be like documented and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not like everyone there is like fucking aliens, man. Let's go. They're not like a bunch of dumb people. They're going to be mixed in quite a bit.
A bunch of bandwagon people. But
exactly.
I really don't think many will show up because of the reasons that we just explained.
Okay, so you say like 100. I'm going to say legit like 5,000 to 10,000. I think we're going to be like a good handful of people. If they get there, I think they're going to roll because, like I said, Area 51 there's like hundreds of miles. Like you can't get, like it's not like you can see it or whatever. You can get to the gate, be like, "Can I come in?" It's not like that. So I think they're just going to block off so much stuff because they already do that now. I think they're going to push the perimeter.
There. If I was the guys running Area 51. They've got so much time to prepare for this. It's hilarious.
I know, but
I would just be like, hey guys, just empty the base and leave it.
But there's probably so much shit there that they don't want them to even like imagine.
Move it.
But why? But you don't have to.
Huh?
But you don't have to. It's almost like they're actually getting something. But we're all gonna storm it. Oh, now we have to move all the shit. Like, no, they're gonna be like, no, you're not even gonna get fucking close enough to even smell
all they're gonna
what
do,
the fucking aliens smell like.
There's empty runways and giant hangar doors that you can't get in.
On the surface for sure. There's definitely nothing. But like I said, there's probably some awesome underground shit.
They're not gonna be able to get to any of that.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, like how you said, like, oh, it's a big It's Area 51. They would never have anything there. They definitely have some cool like shit there. You know
in
what
the
I mean?
80s, they don't have anything there now, I don't think.
See, I think they probably still do, just not to the extent that we all would want. Like, we all want them to be like dissecting an alien. You know what I mean? Or like
UFOs.
Yeah, but I think it's probably like weapons testing. It's probably like a lot of that kind of stuff.
Probably a lot of shit you see on any military base. It's just because it's Area 51.
I know there's certain I do like it because there's the whole like not freedom of speech, but the open. There's a certain act that the American Constitution has where it's like the military and the government have to be open about everything to an extent, right? It's not like they can just like
they have
do
to
whatever
have good
they want.
reason to keep something secret.
Exactly, right? So I know there is like say in Florida where like or like Houston where like NASA is, right? They're two big NASA bases. There's like certain thing. Oh, we do a lot of like the propulsion testing here, for example, or like and this like military base in fucking Arkansas, we do a lot of like the chemical testing, or like shit like it is open knowledge, right? Where there is certain things that are this is a more designated for like this or whatever, right? So Area 51 is just like it's designated just like an Air Force base, but maybe there is other kind of testing and like training. There's shit going on there because like why not use it? No one can see what's going on. It's all blacked out. They're probably using it for something, but there's not like aliens walking on the runway, jumping in a UFO and flying. It's not like that obvious. But I guarantee there's probably some cool
people
shit
that
there.
fucking think that though, bro.
Exactly, I know, but I just wish, dude, like if I could.
It's a total waste of time. People are going to go there. A couple
Yeah.
people will probably get shot. The rest of them will run away screaming and crying, and then that'll be the end of it.
But hey, it's gonna be an awesome day for YouTube though.
Yeah.
Twitch streamers, like you don't know about this, but there's a lot of like IRL streamers, which is just like in real life. That's what it's, I know you don't like your acronyms or your abbreviations at all. Aaron only uses LOL and that's it. Like I said NBD
And WTF. That's the only two I use.
Yeah, like NBD, no big deal.
Just fucking say it.
I know. Well, I say it. I don't say NBD, but like I'll text it because I don't want to text people.
It's annoying.
But yeah, so he hates acronyms. I forget why I was saying that. There's a reason for that. I don't remember. I forget.
Some
Acronyms.
fucking Twitch streamers or something.
Oh yeah, IRL, in real life streamers. Where basically they just instead of like streaming them playing a video game, which is super popular, they just stream their life, right? And they get like fuck, like some people are super
like
famous.
Chicks in fucking little maid outfits drawing a picture of an elephant with their toes.
That's like art, but like, in real life
the
is
guys just donating like $50 fucking dollars.
yeah,
for, like,
that's a whole
just to
different
see
side
some
of it.
Fucking chick in a purple
But like,
wig.
there's like dudes and girls that just walk. There's a guy that's pretty famous in he is just China, but is Asian in general. He just kind of just travels and just like 24/7 basically. He's showing his life kind of thing. So you see a lot of like weird interactions. Like one time, dude, he's in the Philippines. I watched like a clip of it. And he was like, he met this girl. He seen her like a year ago at the market. Then he like ended up seeing her again. And was like, oh, like. She's like pretty cute Filipino girl, or Filipina, and he's like, oh, let me get your number, and like we can like meet up later for a drink. And she's like, oh yeah, cool. And you can see like the guy that she's working with in the background, like angry and like didn't like this foreign guy like talking to this girl. Maybe it was like he liked her or something, and like he was like pulling her away, and he's like, whoa, like I don't want to cause any problems. And she's like, no, here's my number. And the guy like starts hitting the girl, and it's like crazy like culture shit, right? There's like a lot of like weird, real awkward, real like they catch crime on camera because they're just recording their whole lives, right? People coming up on camera being like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like there's like yelling at like a bunch of weird shit, right? So
I don't know why we don't do that. If I wore a GoPro for 24 hours here, I'd be a fucking YouTube
You
millionaire.
go to jail, you get all these little kids pissing on the side of the road. You go to jail for child pornography like in a day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dude, I see so many
the government
naked Chinese
here
people.
would probably come after me or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow you to do it.
No, probably not.
Communism, man. That's one thing I hate about being
Can't
here.
say that. Gets kicked out.
What? It's just saying communism?
Can't say anything bad about government.
I didn't
or
say it
anything.
was anything bad. I just said the
We
word
love it.
communism. Yeah, I love it. I love China. I just think that's a bad part about living here. That's what I love about my home country of Canada, where, you know, I just feel safer there. I feel like
I feel safer here than England.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel safer in Canada for sure.
I feel way safer here.
I feel safe here, but I mean, like, if some guy tried to come up and like, if some girl said, I had sex, I wasn't dating Arena, I had sex with some girl, and then she goes, he raped me, I'd feel very scared here.
Oh yeah, in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just go around doing stupid shit. You have to realize.
Well-
you have to remember you're a foreigner and there's rules.
Okay, you got, she's your fiance, but say Andrea was like, he raped me after the first time you had sex. You're like, what? I fucking like you. What the? And then you're in Chinese jail. You'd be like, what the fuck? I'm just saying,
That could have
hypothetically. Exactly. I'm guessing, you know, like, fuck, man. That hurts my head, hurts my heart thinking about it.
Yeah, but that can happen anywhere.
True, but I'd feel safer in Canada, like justice would prevail.
Well, because like
I could talk English for one.
Canada's fucking prisons are like comfy and the guards are all
No, it's
apologetic
just
and
because
shit.
I know I'll never do anything wrong. You know, like I know me, so I feel like the justice system will back me up. I have to pray to the God I don't believe in that the justice system will come through for the greater good. In China, I'm not Chinese, and they will
I guess
believe
that's
a
one of the
Chinese
scary
person.
things about living abroad is. So yeah. So I think. Oh wait, we're not even recording this.
Dude, that happened before. I was getting clips, by the way, and there was one part where you could see an edit. No,
I can't remember that.
yeah, but you could see an edit, right? Because I know it's there. And then after the edit, you're just sitting there and you start talking, and I start laughing because I know you must have been sitting there for a minute.
Just trying to think of what to say.
And then start talking, and I just found it funny. And so I laughed at like nothing, but I knew what I was laughing at. Just funny.
But yeah, I hope someone streams it all, and we can watch and laugh, and yeah, I hope. I'm not an asshole. I don't want to see a bunch of people get taken out by snipers.
Yeah,
but I do kind of want to see a bunch of people get power hosed.
Oh, they're gonna get tear gas.
Big power
They're gonna
hose,
get fucked.
tear gas,
My hair, bro.
and just it to be a total laughing stock. That's what I hope for.
Me too. I hope Travis Scott.
Everyone's like, well, I hope they actually find some shit. I'm not even going to say I hope for that because I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
but you know, it's one of them. Interesting story.
Hey, what if they're just like, hey man, you got us. Like you're all here. Fuck it.
Just see the aliens.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I think full transparency would be awesome. I think us knowing that we're not the only things in the universe will kind of check our egos a little bit. I think as humans,
that's
get
the end
ballsy.
of all religion.
Yeah. Well, that fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but do you know how much
argued,
shit that would cause?
Did you know?
There's a
happy
reason
that
if they're
making?
like, I totally believe that there's fucking interaction with aliens already, and
For sure.
you know, extraterrestrials and other lives out there, and blah blah blah. But there's a reason they can't just say, oh yeah, by the way, this happened and that happened, because our entire society,
You know, some people. Would be like, that
most
is
of the
God.
cultures in the world are built on these ideas and religions that are so ingrained. If you just drop knowledge bombs like that on people, it doesn't go well. Like, you have to slowly. That's why you get movies and stuff like more and more alien movies that slowly release little.
You believe in that kind of stuff, eh?
Yeah, I believe
where they're
with-
warming you up to an idea.
They're warming us up to something. Just so
I don't
like,
believe that.
Which what scares me a bit though, because there's more and more fucking end of the world movies coming out.
Exactly. That's the whole theory in that when like fucking 2012 came out, before 2012, and it's like they're just getting us ready for like, dude.
No, fuck that. No, not for right now. But like situations that could possibly happen.
Until a movie comes out
But
about
as far
climate
as like
change, bro, not
aliens
happening.
and shit like that, like there's so many different versions of aliens and contact.
Because it's interesting. I don't think
it makes for great sci-fi.
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
great science fiction, and
It's
I
catching.
fucking love it. I love
Yeah.
science fiction, and because I actually do believe that kind of stuff as well. But I do
There's a
believe.
grain of
I do.
truth
I
in
do
science
think.
fiction somewhere,
I
that's
do
why.
think there is. Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that. I think there is. It's just getting people warmed to the idea, and then eventually there'll be bits of information leaked, and over time, and then maybe something will happen.
there is going to be
I don't
a
know how
moment.
they're going to really open the floodgates. Like,
I don't think they're going to open the floodgates. I think the floodgates just will be opened due to an event or a
yeah,
like
a
something
huge, like an
a
undeniable
monumental-
contact.
Yeah, like a
Like
monumental
Independence Day spaceship comes out of the clouds, and everyone can see it.
moment. Or like
Something like
or,
that.
what's that movie called?
Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that would be dope, and then it would just be like, okay.
I think it's gonna be something like fucking District 9.
But then I don't know.
Ever watch District
Yeah,
9?
that's fucking wicked.
Yeah, what a great movie, eh?
That's so cool. But it's funny how they just like, okay, I guess we just integrate with fucking aliens
But
now.
yeah, aliens were just like, oh my god, like it became like such a big thing. I think it's the opposite. How you're saying how they're like slowly warming us up to the idea when you kind of believe that. I think it's the opposite where we're kind of we're people, like we're humans adapt so easily to everything, temperature, to new things. Like, we're very good creatures of adaptation. So I think when aliens come down for the first bit, it's gonna be like, whoa, fuck it, it's gonna be crazy. From the memes to the military to the world, the news, everything's gonna be just fucking chaotic for a bit. But I think eventually it won't go District 9 route where we're like treating them like fucking like slaves and like not like the ghettos.
We'll be the slaves. We'll be fucking our whole planet.
I think it's gonna become just like, yeah, that's a thing. I don't think it's after like a year or two. I don't think it's going to be like still what.
Oh, so you think about like Star Trek, living with aliens is normal.
I'm not saying living with, but the concept of like the fact that they exist.
Constant communication, learning.
Imagine right now that aliens, like, okay, it's proven aliens exist. We kind of know what ships they drive. We kind of get what they look like.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to work with these aliens, and we're going to bump our civilization up to a tier 1 civilization or a tier 3 or whatever that tier system is. We're going to work closely with these aliens to improve our technology.
A lot of people will be like, no.
These are all the benefits. This is how it's going to benefit the human race, and you have no choice. This is happening.
A lot of people would be so against that.
There would be loads of little revolutionary groups, like rebellion groups.
Yeah. I think I like the
Kill
movie.
Kill the aliens.
I like the movie Arrival.
Aliens are gay. Send them to hell. Like the picketers and stuff.
Dude, Andrew Schultz has a hilarious joke about that, where he's like, "Fucking people get all up in arms about a dude fucking a dude in a house. What happens when one of us fucks an alien? Is that gay? That sounds pretty gay to me. Fucking an alien. That sounds weird as shit. Like, it's a whole." Is there laws against it? Is that breaking the law, fucking an alien? Like, what if that ruins it for everyone else? Like,
it's probably gonna be great,
dude. And he's like, what first person to fuck an alien? Like, that person's gonna be famous as hell. Is it gonna be a girl? He has his whole bit about it. Like, it's true. It's so fucking funny.
What's the alien gonna look like?
And
it's not going to be some sexy humanoid thing that's like an avatar.
It could
some
be.
Sexy fucking avatar that's like, oh damn, I would.
Well, if it's like a carbon-based life form, like
it could be just like a fucking floating octopus.
But it could be.
Could be a ball of gas, like the fucking singing gas ball from Rick and Morty.
I don't know what that is, but
Moon Man. Oh, well, dude,
sorry.
You have to watch Rick and Morty more. It's so
but
good.
yeah, dude, it could be a humanoid-like creature though. But obviously, I think it's something that's more out of this world where we can't even fathom. We like to think like a octopus kind of creature, or we think like the alien, like sci-fi stuff that we created.
I always go to octopus. Octopus is like my go-to most.
Because it seems
it's the
like,
most alien thing I can think of.
Yeah, but I think it's so alien to us that it's legitimately out of this world. We can't even fathom what it could look like.
I think it looks exactly like what we think it will look like. You know, that typical.
See, I'm the other way
little,
around.
slender,
I think we're so wrong.
Big head. You know, that I think that's...
If that's true, then Bob Lazar is right in the whole Area 51, like that, because that comes from like rumors and conspiracies. So if it's like the little
I think that's right. I think the reason why that's been in movies and in magazines and pictures and all the fake or not fake news that's been out there,
maybe it's double bluff.
Is so so people go, when they see this thing for the first time, when we eventually make contact, they don't go, oh my fucking god, oh my eyes, what is that?
See, I don't think...
They just go, oh, that looks just like that fucking... an alien.
See, I think... I agree. They will be like, oh, that's kind of what we always knew. But I don't think
unless
it was
it goes the other way when it's like Ridley Scott's Alien. And everyone's like,
what's Ridley Scott's
now we're
Alien?
all fucked.
The
Alien.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that was the name of the guy who made it.
But it comes out...
It was a book, right? And then it came a movie? It was a book first, correct?
Alien?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it was a book. Maybe not, but yeah, dude. If that's true, we're fucked. It's a hero of that one.
Fucking xenomorph just comes out of the ship, and it's just like, oh no, but this is what you were expecting, Paul, with Seth Rogen's voice. Oh no, you're all fucked.
That's funny.
Check out my face hugger,
dude. Do you ever watch the guy who made the sound Alien? You ever watch that cool YouTube video? We won't pull it up. I'll show you after this. The guy who voices Alien. Do you ever see that?
What the alien from
like
Ridley Scott's Alien?
How the guy came up with the
so it's a baby elephant.
No, it's not.
It is the sound they recorded to make the alien thing is a baby elephant.
Not. Because there's a guy, they hired this voice actor, one of the most famous voice actors. I don't know voice actors that much, but he's the big main older dude, right? And I want to show you the video, but it's fucking crazy how he came up with the voice, because I need a picture of this creature if you want me to make a sound for it. And they're like, oh, it's classified. You just have to make the sound. He's like, what the fuck? So there's this big argument. He's like, I'm not going to do it then. They're paying him like 6 figures like to do this. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. And they're like, okay. So they just slide him one picture, but you're the only one who could see it. And he saw like what we know as like the mouth open, right? So and then he thought of like a crab, you know what I mean? And he made the noise like that noise in his throat, and he can do the noise perfectly.
You're talking about Predator.
Oh, Predator. Sorry,
Fucking hell, Travis.
Sorry, yeah, the octopus mouth. I got my aliens confused.
I'm thinking, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe you're right. It's
definitely a baby elephant. Yeah.
But yeah, the Predator. Sorry, the Predator guy. Yeah, because the noise. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but seeing him do it is fucking like crazy because it sounds so good. You know what I mean? Wow, that should be a thumbnail right
That's
there.
pretty good, right?
No. You sound like the fucking one of the zombies from Left 4 Dead. But yeah. We're probably over the time, bro.
If I was a zombie, I'd fuck you up.
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't get away.
You'd be a slow zombie.
Dude, I'd be a fucking badass zombie. I'd be like the boss zombie on like the end
You
level of Resident
would be
Evil.
like
Anyway,
a juggernaut.
so now you fucked up the whole Alien Predator thing. Oh, I'll tell you one little fun
I did
fact
fuck
about
that up.
Alien, the first original movie. You know the one that busts out of his chest and runs across the table? Do you know how they did that? Just say no if you don't know.
But I watched a CGI. I watched a Corridor Crew.
No
video
CGI then.
about it. No, but Corridor Crew is a CGI company that they go over CGI in films and what's not CGI. And
Do you know?
they talk about it, but I don't remember.
God damn, you can't just say no.
Dude, because I watched the
can't you just
video
say,
on how they did it.
I don't know?
Because I do know, I just don't remember. Like, I legit watched the video on how they made that scene.
I'm going to say that for everything I don't know from now on.
What did you watch?
When
the video
someone
on it?
says, hey, do you know what pi is, square root of pi? I'll be like, I do know, but I can't remember.
Well, that's kind of true, though. Like, technically.
If you can't recite it, you don't know.
Well, that's like a mathematical equation, though.
Anything in life, if you don't know it, if you can't.
But if you're asking me a question and I know the answer and I sit and I'm thinking about it, I'm allowed to sit and think. Like if I ask
yeah, but you don't know.
I can't recall. No, I don't know. But
he said it. He said he doesn't know. I'll tell you what it was.
But
It was a
let me
ferret.
think.
They put the chest buster alien, like a rubber suit over a ferret, and the ferret. They just let the ferret go and run across the table because they know that's the only animal they could think which would run like that. So that was an actual ferret used in that movie.
interesting.
Fun fact for you.
That's interesting. But at the same time, when you ask someone a question, you need to give them time to think about it. You know what I mean?
Nah, you just don't know.
See, that's not fair. What if I say, name fucking five competitions that are in bodybuilding? You don't know.
I do.
But that's what I mean. You don't have time to think about it. You don't know.
I do. I don't need time to think about
I'm going
that.
to call it right now. You don't know. See, it's
I gave you like a good minute.
Come on.
Dude, when you're going that show
I'm thinking.
one time and you don't know.
Which you do need to. I need to get you on some Corridor Crew as well, because that's what I learned the whole mustache and the Spider-Man thing. They go through all this CGI and all the great movies.
Spider-Man
and stuff.
mustache?
The Superman mustache. Did I say Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, Superman. But you know what I mean. Like when they go over all the CGI and what is CGI and all this stuff. Like it's fucking intense, man.
All right.
They're super good.
Fuck! We didn't talk about Stranger Things. We're going to talk about Stranger Things next episode, which we might shoot in a minute.
I kind of want to watch. No, we can't. We don't have enough time. But I want to watch the first 2 seasons again.
Be careful what you see. We're doing it. We're doing the Never-Ending Story karaoke next episode.
I don't think so.
Learn the
Wait,
words.
are you gonna be fucking Susie?
Never-Ending Story.
Oh, you know what's crazy?
We're going to
about
end it on that.
Can we talk about that now? Fuck,
No,
you're
we
right.
can't talk about it now. We're going to do it next time.
Hopper, man.
Shut the fuck up.
What? I can't say Hopper?
No, I'm going to cry if you say it again.
Dude, it's Susie's fault, man. Susie got him killed.
Shut up. No spoilers. Peace.
Too late, actually.
Episode 14, over and out. Dude, Predator and Alien, how can you get those mixed up?
Because they're both...
It's like saying, oh yeah, what was that fucking little green Jedi? What was his name? Darth Vader?
Okay, that's when it's the same world, and that's not the same world. It's like getting started.
Same world, Predator and Alien, they're mortal enemies. Same world, same thing.
but
It's like saying, what was that fucking Jedi? What was that evil Jedi with the black helmet thing on? What was his name? Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, that would be more accurate. It's like, what's that Jedi's name? Luke Skywalker, and you're thinking of the wrong visual, but you're getting the wrong name. If you say little green guy, Darth Vader, I guess Darth Vader's too famous. That's why I think that, because everyone knows Darth Vader's not a little green guy. You know?
Shut up.
I see where you're coming from. But you should have did the Luke Skywalker.
I'm coming from the land of logic.
You're not there very often, so I'm glad.
Fuck you.